Now students, our next topic is national income and related aggregates. Just now you have studied the circular flow of income and what is macro income, what is nature and what is scope of macroeconomics. Now national income and related aggregates. This is the chapter that how you are calculating national income. But before calculating national income, you must understand some top points related to the aggregates of national income. That is previously what is national income. National income is the sum total of factor income earned by normal residents of a country during the period of an accounting year. This is the definition of national income, that national income is sum total of factor income. You know students, there are two types of income, that is factor income and transfer income, but in calculation of national income we are always taking factor income. So factor income is the income which we are getting, which we are doing for getting income. That is when we are rendering our factor services, and in return whatever the income we are getting is known as factor income, and it is also known as earned income. And in national income, we are taking the factor income only, not the transfer income. Transfer income is unearned income. That is, we are doing this. We are the income which we are getting without doing any work, just like we are getting charity, donation, gifts, etc. So that is transfer income. In calculation of national income, we are only taking factor income. So it is factor income earned by the normal residents. So students, you understand, you know what is normal residents? Normal residents is the person who ordinarily reside in a country, and also the person who belongs to other country, but his center of economic interest lies in that country is known as the normal resident of the country. So for calculating national income, we are taking the income of the normal residents of our country, and in that accounting year. So you can understand there are two types of income, factor income and transfer income, and in calculation of national income we are only taking factor income. So this is the definition of national income. Now there are some aggregates also, that when you want to calculate the national income, you must know there are some aggregates. That is, first of all, that is domestic and national income. Domestic income, you know, that is the income generated within the domestic territories of the country, and national income means from in the domestic income when we include the goods, that is the income we are getting from other countries also, then it becomes national income. That is, GDP means gross domestic product, and it becomes GNP when it gross national product. That is, domestic can be converted into national. So domestic and national income, how domestic income is the sum total of factor income of normal resident generated within the domestic territory of the country. And when we make it national income, so in national income we can make it domestic income as national income when we include the value of NFIA. NFIA, you know, the net factor income from abroad. That is, this is the income which we are getting from abroad. That is the some person of our country, if they are willingly moving from to other country for getting job or for doing work, so there he is getting factor income. So this is known as the factor income from abroad. And also in India, there are the some person who belongs to other country, they are working here and they are they're doing work and they are getting money, so that is known as factor income to abroad. So in when you have to make the domestic income into national income, so you just include NFIA, and NFIA is net factor income from abroad, that is the factor income received from abroad minus factor income paid to abroad. Next concept is gross and net. Gross and net, you know, gross value and the net value. Gross and net can be, the difference between gross and net is because of depreciation. Students, you know that what is depreciation? Depreciation is fall in the value of assets by continuous use, by passage of time, and by the obsolescence, by wear and tear, etc. So when we are using fixed assets, we have to charge depreciation in it. So in the gross value, the value of depreciation is included. And when we make it gross value into net value, we have to exclude depreciation. That is, gross value is equals to net value plus depreciation, in which depreciation is included, but when we make it net value, so we have to exclude gross value minus depreciation, it is become net value. That is, GDP is NDP plus depreciation, and NDP we have to find out, NDP is equal to GDP minus depreciation. Net domestic product can become, that is gross value minus depreciation, it will becomes net value. So you can understand what is the difference between the gross and the net. This is the important aggregate of national income, that you always know the difference between the gross and the net, that is gross domestic value and net domestic value. That is, by the depreciation you can make it the difference of gross and net. Next is domestic product at market price and factor cost. Market price, it is known as MP and factor cost is known as FC. GDP MP and GDP FC. Then what is GDP MP and GDP FC? GDP MP is gross domestic product at market price, and MP is market price, and GDP FC is gross domestic product at factor cost. So market price will become factor cost when we exclude the value of net indirect tax. Net indirect tax, net indirect tax is equals to indirect tax minus subsidies. Market price means when it is the market value of the goods and services in which indirect tax is included and subsidies also. But when we make it factor cost, so then we have to exclude net indirect tax. That is, when you want to purchase anything, you have to pay indirect tax. So indirect tax must be excluded. And sometimes you are getting subsidies also for purchasing a product. So subsidies will your cost will decrease. So subsidies will be added. But when you have to calculate net indirect tax, the formula is indirect tax minus subsidies. So when GDP MP is there, and GDP MP can be converted to GDP FC by excluding net indirect tax. That is, GDP FC is equals to GDP MP minus net indirect tax. So these two terms are very important. That is depreciation and net indirect tax. When you depreciate, when you exclude depreciation from gross value, it becomes net value. And when you exclude in the net indirect tax from market price, it becomes factor cost. And you have to convert the domestic income into national income by adding net factor income from abroad. So these three aggregates are very important for measuring national income. That is gross and net value, market price and factor cost, and domestic income and national income. So these are the aggregates of national income. You all know, students, that you have studied that there are different methods of calculating national income. So there are three methods to calculate national income. That is the production method, income method, and expenditure method. When you want to calculate national income, you can take any one method, and the national income came from any method will be same. These are the different methods to calculate national income. These three methods came because there are three phases in the economy. That is production phase, distribution, and disposition. So these three phases will gives you three methods. That is, our wants are unlimited. So for satisfying our wants, we need different goods and services. So that goods and services are produced by the production sector. That is, by the consumer sector will produce the goods, and when consumer will give their factor services, and he will give their services to the producer by making goods and services. So producer in return will give them distribution of income. So that is the next income method came. That is, income method means we are distributing income in the form of rent, wages, interest, and profit. And expenditure, when the factors of production gets money, gets income. So what he will do? He will do expenditure. He will purchase goods and services of their needs. So that is known as expenditure method. That is, from expenditure of all four sectors, we are calculating national income. From income of all four sectors, we are calculating national income. From production units, production of all three sectors, that is primary, secondary, tertiary, we are calculating national income. So what are the formula to calculate national income by these three different methods? So first of all, I am taking production method. Production method, students, this is also known as value added method. That is, in this method you are converting, you are giving value to the raw material. That is, from the raw material you have to manufacture goods and services. So this is known as production method. Student, there are two types of the goods will be final goods and intermediate goods. Final goods, are the goods which are ready for our consumption, which are finally complete goods, which has crossed the boundary line of production and no value added is left in it. Intermediate goods, students, that it is raw material. From raw material we are making goods. So we are taking the gross value added of primary sector, gross value added of secondary sector, gross value added of tertiary sector. This three, when we include these three value of all the sectors, it will become GDP MP, gross domestic product at market price. And when we exclude depreciation, then it becomes net domestic product, means gross will be net NDP MP And then when you have to convert market price into factor cost, you have to exclude net indirect tax, then it becomes NDPFC, and this is your domestic income. And you want national income, so what you have to do, you have to include the value of NFIA, net factor income from abroad, then it becomes NNPFC. It is national income by production method. Suppose if you have to calculate national income by income method, how you can calculate? So there are formula to calculate income method. The formula is, previously we are taking only the, in this method we are only taking the incomes, not we have to take any production activities, nor neither we have to take any expenditure. So it is only incomes we are taking. That is, previously we have to take compensation of employees. Compensation of employees, in short, it is known as COE. Compensation of employees has three components, that is salaries and wages in cash, salaries and wages in kinds, and employers' contribution to social security scheme. Plus pension on retirement also we are taking in this COE. So if compensation of employees is given, so no need to take salaries or wages in cash, salaries and wages in kinds, and employer contribution. It will have include all four components. So COE means it is a compensation of employees. We are giving compensation to employees for their work done. That is means the remuneration we are giving to the employees. Second is operating surplus. Operating surplus, operating surplus include rent, interest, wages, rent, interest, royalty and profit. Operating surplus means rent, interest, royalty and profit. So when operating surplus is we are taking, that means it's include all these things, rent, interest, royalty and profit. But when operating surplus is not given, then we have to take rent, interest, royalty and profit. Suppose profit is not given and operating surplus is also not given, so profit you can calculate. Profit is, you have to calculate by undistributed profit. Second, retained earning, then corporate profit tax, and undistributed profit. So profit can be calculated by taking all these things: undistributed profit, that is retained earning, corporate profit tax, and this you have to take by taking profit. So when operating surplus is given, so you no need to take these adjustments separately. Operating surplus will include all rent, interest, royalty and profit. Then mixed income. Mixed income of self-employed. Mixed income of self-employed means you are getting income from other sources also. So that is mixed income, and you have to include COE, operating surplus plus mixed income. It will become NDPFC, net domestic product at factor cost. And when you, this is domestic income, and when you include NFIA, then it becomes national income, NNPFC. And if you want to make it gross, so then add depreciation. If you want to make market price, then add net indirect tax. So this is, you can calculate national income by income method. Suppose if you have to calculate the national income by expenditure methods, how you will calculate expenditure method? So expenditure method, in all expenditure method you have to take only the expenditures of all four sectors, that is private final consumption expenditure, this is the expenditure of consumer. Government final consumption expenditure, this is the expenditure of government. Then gross domestic capital formation, this is the expenditure of producer. And net export, this is the expenditure of foreign sector. So for all four sectors we have taken expenditure of all four sectors: private final consumption expenditure, government final consumption expenditure, gross domestic capital formation. In this adjustment you have to be careful that when gross domestic capital formation is given or gross domestic fixed capital formation is given. Suppose when fixed capital formation is given, then you have to include the change in stock also. When fixed word is given, fixed capital formation, that time you have to include change in stock also. But when only gross domestic capital formation is given, then no need to take change in stock. You don't need to add change in stock here. And private, this for net export, this is export minus import. Net export formula is export minus import. So when you have taken the all four expenditures, it is known as GDP MP. gross domestic product at market price. And when you exclude depreciation, then NDPMP, net domestic product at market price. And when you have to convert the market price into factor cost, then what you have to do, again you have to exclude net indirect tax, then it becomes NDPFC. And when you have to make it national income, this time you have to got domestic income and you have to convert it national income, so you have to again include NFIA, that is net factor income from abroad, so it becomes NNPFC, that is national income. So this is the three methods calculating national income. Either you can take production method, either you can take income method, either you can take expenditure method. You can calculate national income by these three methods also. In the previous classes, I have also explained you the numericals of how you can solve in numericals. You can calculate again national income by production method, income method, expenditure method. First of all, you learn the formula very well, and if you want that you wants more explanation of numericals, so I can explain other numericals of each method also. So you just learn all the this theory part of the national income. One more thing, that is national income, that is GDP. GDP, you know, gross domestic product, that is the total goods and services produced in the country. GDP is also known as GDP at current price and GDP at constant price. GDP and current price is known as nominal GDP, and GDP at constant price is known as real GDP. That means GDP you can calculate by, how you can calculate GDP? Price into quantity. That means quantity, you know, that total goods and services you have produced, and price, you know, ki whatever the price of that particular year. When you are calculating national income or GDP of that current financial year, and you are taking the price of the same year, current year, so it is known as nominal GDP. And when you are taking the price of the base year or any previous year, it is known as constant price, and that is known as real GDP. So this GDP is two types, nominal GDP and real GDP, and these are the formula of calculating national income. So these are the aggregates of national income. So you can understand, I think you can understand all the formulas, and now you just practice solving national income by all the three methods.